That's a mattress is all.
Yes.
You know, I think that's good. I think maybe some other people, I mean, there's no punishment.
Northbound, we see a heavy ride north of Sunnyside, and that'll stay pretty jammed all the way up towards Powell. It's mile 217 southbound still stacked up through Beaverton because of the accident south of Walker Road.
I'm here in the offices of the great Don McCowan, founder of KUIK the last 40 plus years. The station is going to close officially Monday, and I decided to come out and do a piece for all of you fans, and just to remember what the place looked like and what they stood for in this great community of Hillsboro for all these years. And the Jane Carroll show is going to be live here, and Dawn's going to be on the air, and so some fans out here in the lobby. What a commitment to local sports these guys have had. See, the offices are here, and I just wanted to do this for all you history buffs, and we're going to go back here and watch them come on. Big community sponsors of almost everything in the greater Hillsboro, Washington County community. Don McCowan himself, just a giant in the community, just in terms of everybody's perception. Big supporter of the air show, covered the air show, covers local sports, covers all the high schools, all the high school sports, and so this is going to be the end of an era. We're going to go into studio and watch these guys do their thing.
And I have with us Mr. KUIK today. He'll be with us for the next 3 hours.
Lucky you.
Yeah, boy, what a way to end. What a way to end. The Don McCown, the man that has been the owner of KUIK for almost 40 years. He is a part of this community and this state, and it's been an honor to work with him for almost the last 20 years. Can you believe that, Don? And we don't.
I can.
We don't look at all different, do we?
No, we don't. No, we don't. I think I met you. I went out and sat in my car because James Derby says, I know the lady just for you. And I went out and listened at the Washington County Fair.
Right.
I come back and says, James, she's great.
Are you sure that's what you said?
I'm sure that's what
I'm sure what you said. We're going to be here for the next 3 hours to sort of recap and look back together with Don McCown. We welcome anybody that would like to participate, that has a memory to share or a goodbye to say. And it's going to be this is going to be a difficult show to do, Don, but I'm so grateful that we have the opportunity to do it.
Well, you know, it's getting to be quite a week, and the week is today is Friday, and then there's tomorrow, and then Saturday night is the last night of our broadcasting.
Yeah, it's over.
24 hours.
24 hours from now, it will be over, and that will be a sad. And I think one of the things that's touched me the most is how many people have come forward to say how disappointed that this journey is going to end. And you don't realize how many people you impact, do you? You've really had an impact on a lot of people's lives and what you've done in this community. And what was the? I want to talk to you a bit about the air show, because the air show was something that we were a partner with the air show. We broadcasted the air show. It was one of the biggest events. But we almost lost the air show when the Rose Festival pulled out their sponsorship.
Right.
And you and a group of other good people stepped up to the plate. Tell us a little bit about that, because that was a major achievement, one of your many.
Not that I remember, but it was a Thursday, and that'd be about 23 years ago. And somebody says, you know, something's funny. I'm hearing things about the Chamber of Commerce and the Rose Festival. I said, like what? So, well, like, they're going to pull out of the air show. And if the Rose Festival, well, what happened is that there was a NASCAR, not a NASCAR race, but a race out at PIR, and it lost jillions of dollars
Yeah,
in
but
that
I
one
remember
race.
that was real,
And-
that was a real revolutionary time for the Rose Festival.
So the executive directors of the Rose Festival got a meeting right away and said, "My God, how are we going to cover this?" And then when they were panicked, I think it was a couple of $1 million they lost.
Yeah, it was tremendous.
And I think the executive director at that time said, "Is there anything else that we have that could cost us that much money if it starts raining?" And one guy says, "Well, the air show is an open show, and this is Oregon, you know, and so it's possible." And so they voted and says, "That's it. We're not going to risk this happening again." So they shut down and the Chamber of Commerce of Hillsboro couldn't possibly start promoting the air show because it's so expensive. And then, man, we started calling around. I was sitting in my car out in front of this station, and I calling around. I says, "Hey, did you know?" And I think the other players were Randy Bateman. It was Rick Van Beveren, myself, Lila Aschenbrenner, assistant chief of police at that time, and a fifth person. So there's 5 of us, and we ran into a restaurant right away and said, "Hey, what's going on? We can't lose this. This is a community event so big we will never have." And to make this short, it was like, holy cow. And so the next day we met again, and then we had picked up one more interested helper, and that made us 6. And we stuck with 6 for a couple of weeks and everything else. And it was coming together and coming together. We had no idea where we were going to get any money. We didn't have a checking account, but it didn't matter. We didn't have any money to put in it. And so we went on about 2 or 3 months, meeting weekly and sometimes bi-weekly. And we pulled off you
saved
right.
the air show, and that was
It was tough. I mean,
it was you're understating how tough it was, and what a wonderful group of people stood up for the community.
Yes.
Nothing in it for them personally.
Nope.
Nothing. Just they wanted this for the community. It's become one of the biggest philanthropic events of the year in this region, and it's definitely the biggest event of in Washington County every year, and it went on without a break. No breaks, nothing. It continued.
And we just finished our 30th show.
Yeah.
3-0.
3-0, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it gets better every year.
Yes, it does.
It's a great show. And now we actually have a Blue Angel running for governor in Oregon.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, so it was quite a thing, and a lot of people owe you a lot of gratitude. If anybody else has time for things that you've done through KUIK, the sports broadcasts, your commitment, John, to bringing local sports on the air when nobody else was doing it, really, and it was a risk. But you were committed to it, and this has been a local station. It's also been a station that has sort of missed when everybody else was being gobbled up by the big corporate radio stations, and you kept it local until now, and that's been an important contributor. You went against the tide. It wasn't easy, was it?
No, I made a lot of mistakes, and I'd been in radio, I think, 18 years before we got here. And with a good company, I mean, a really outstanding. Kay Smith was to be admired and everything else. And then my brother and I wanted to break
name
away.
that station.
KXL?
Right.
Yeah, KXL. I worked for them for 3 years.
Now, your wife tells me a story that one of the things when you were out there, you're a great salesman. You've always been, that's been your greatest gift. And I swear, you've sold me things that I don't want. But that's the sign of a good salesman.
Well, you're a woman. Hard to please.
And we'll buy anything. But all right, she tells me that when you'd go through car rental places, and you'd turn the station to KXL, so that when people got in there, that would be the station they would be listening to.
I heard stories like that.
You're not going to admit you did it?
Sure, I did it.
Yeah, you've been a part of some great promotions and some great fun. And everybody asks this question, but I'm going to ask, how similar is radio to that show about radio in Cincinnati?
I think it's very, some radio stations are exactly. Now, the gal that was her name on television, and she was quite well.
Lonnie Anderson.
Yes, Lonnie Anderson. Now, not every radio station has a Lonnie Anderson, but many radio stations have the crazy stuff, the nutty
DJ.
newscast, the news guy,
The weather guy.
and the boss that comes out and blows up, and the weather. Yes, it was very, very, very close, particularly to our station in Seattle,
Yeah.
KJR.
I've seen some similarities here, to be honest, with it too. So it was, because people always ask that, what, is it anything like that? And the other thing in radio that people don't realize is every station, radio and TV station, has a Ted Baxter from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. You know, the blowhard, the guy that's very impressed with himself, with the great voice, and he has no idea what anybody thinks of the station or her. Yeah, there's always a Ted Baxter, isn't there?
There is.
And we're not going to name them.
We're not going to name them, and but a station with 30, 40 people in it, and we were always, Les was very conservative about the numbers of people we had, but we had our night guy. He comes on at, I think he came on at 10 and went until about 6 in the morning. Come in, and the Seattle police went in to arrest him. So he called Pat O'Day, our boss, and said, "Hey, the Seattle cops are here. They're going to arrest me." He said, "What for?" He says, "Well, I've got a few parking tickets." and then Pat, who is renowned in Seattle, Pat O'Day, he says, "Give me that police officer." "Hey, what are you doing? The guy's on the air, for crying out loud." He says, "Pat, it's not a few parking tickets. He has 1,100 parking passes." Pat says, "Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. Give me 20 minutes and I'll be down at the station." And he says, "And then you can take him to jail, because I don't want him back." So Pat went on the air, come from home, and
What do you try?
1,100 tickets.
I've had some people come in that want to sort of kill me, but I've never had anybody come to arrest me during the air. So a few of the times it was you. Actually, you've been great. You've let me do just about anything. I've told this story on the air several times, but I'm going to tell it again. The one time, I think it was several years. I want to see you now.
I've never seen that. It's the Hops car.